to Carlton for pick 52, and the Lions picked up Brad Dalziel with that pick. And look at that change up there with power.
Normally there's a defensive winger that comes off the square and sweeps around the back of that centre square contest, and that's just not happening for Brisbane at the moment.
Yeah. Well, Selwood just jogging in there and not really making an impact on, although he gets it here, didn't go to the back of that pack to stop that going out.
So they're rolling the dice.
Power to Selwood, to Johnston, and now Riscatelli. Thumps it long. Bradshaw and Brown down there, and Brown can't get near it. Thornton dropped it. It was a tough ball. Proud, that's a bump to the head.
And Thornton's had a very good night, but two critical mistakes there. If he had taken the mark, he never would have been in that position, and he'd be disappointed with his actions in the last couple of seconds.
Well, Albert Proud has yet to kick a goal in his career.
Just wait for it.
This is game number 10.
Be a good time to start.
One more minute, you can go right, you can go, Mina. That's it.
Still never kicked a goal.
Dwayne, they came back from 6 goals last week against the Eagles, and obviously I don't think the Eagles are the quality of side that Carlton has. I just don't see, as Jason's been saying, where they're going to get the goals and momentum to come back from 6 goals in this game.
He was a little bit unlucky, Brett Thornton, because he turned at 90 degrees just as he was sliding in there, Thornton, and that created the head contact.
And that's one of those that is a free but certainly isn't reportable.
No.
Nothing wrong with that.
I tell you, he's getting a little bit tired of ordinary delivery, and that's Jonathan Brown. He's getting frustrated with some of the kicks.
Garlop the turnover, so McDonald, Sherman, Power. Jonathan Brown calls it long, he goes short. Riscatelli, bouncing ball. Scotland, boundary line, his friend, seeks it, gets it, ball in.
And there's nothing like a grumpy power forward, is there, Jason?
Behind play, point taken. Behind play, Luke Power was slapping himself on the hip there, saying, come on, I've got to do better with that. Running forward, I've got options, and I missed them all.
Sharman with the knockdown, but Judd with the collect.
There they go.
Scotland, Judd carves his way through the middle. Johnson, short, Garlop couldn't take the mark. Crumdo, Joseph dragged down, not in the back. Drummond, wrapped up by Judd, no prior opportunity. Hot ball at the moment. Gibbs steals, Garlop, Murphy ducks around, gets his sights on, and shoots it through the middle.
Mark Murphy is someone that was struggling in the first 20 minutes of this match to get a touch. He had Troy Selwood all over him, but he just through sheer hard work, hard running, he has worked his way into the game. He's now had 11 possessions, kicked a couple of goals, and whenever he does get it, he's looking extremely dangerous. Just took his time. He knew he could get back onto the right boot and finished well.
Thornton. Houlihan. Holding it up. Surely someone needs to yell out, just give us a chance.
I think you're mad if you don't try and kick another goal.
Yeah,
We've got everything going your way. Why not kill them off?
Well, if the time was on the scoreboard, they'd know. But right now, they give the impression they have no idea.
Jared Waite must just think he's having a field day. I mean, he hasn't been made to be accountable by anyone all night. And you can't afford, he's a creative player, Jared Waite. You can't afford to leave him creating and setting up as many goals as he's been doing.
Well, defenders getting more possessions than midfielders these days.
A little late quarter possession fest for Carlton. Big crowd in here at Etihad Stadium, and the Blues fans have enjoyed an 11-goal opening half. Brisbane Lions on the ropes at half-time. Carlton 11-5-71. Brisbane 4-6-30. Cruiser and Leuenberger at the ruck contest, and Cruiser to Judd to half forward. McDonald got back to the saving mark. Adcock called into it by Leuenberger.
And he needs to get his hands on the ball more, Adcock. Really has to get himself in the game and try and have an influence through the midfield.
Jonathan Brown's led, stopped, went back, and Thornton taps it out of play.
And he was signalling there, kick it long, kick it over the top, because there's too many in traffic. If he leads up at the ball, he's got to get the long kick over the top to get a one-on-one contest.
Wait for footy, Rich. Don't lock on.
Again, Power and Judd resume hostilities, going head-to-head.
Tapped down by Johnson to Rich. Half had it, was half held. Riscatelli to full forward. Bradshaw, front spot.
Strength.
And it's better play, and Bradshaw back there on his own, in a one-on-one contest, he's able to compete and mark it without Carlton players coming over the top. They need more ball to a one-on-one contest.
This just a formality. Ideal start for the Lions to this second half.
Well, it was a fantastic work rate from Brisbane just to push the ball forward in numbers, and it was Riscatelli that ended up getting the quick kick forward. You can just see through traffic, Rich was good. He got the handball out, and he fights for front spot, Daniel Bradshaw. He's just a little bit too strong for Bauer down there, and the reason Bauer's playing on him is because it looks like there's an injury to Jamison. We'll check about that in just a moment, Dwayne, I think.
And you will receive. Jason Lee Colbert downstairs.
Yeah, correct, Jason. He is injured at Michael Jamison, hurt his shoulder just before half-time. So everything going well for Carlton, except Michael Jamison no longer at fullback.
And all of a sudden, Bauer has to play a little bit out of his weight break against the bigger opponent in Bradshaw.
And another centre break to the Blues, but does look like Brisbane midfield is up and about and showing more intensity at the ball in the first few minutes. Although they've failed to pick up Gibbs here.
So Hadley to Gibbs, then the thump. Cloak with the rise, got a fist on it. Betts, Cloak stole it back again. Drummond, arms free, not a lot to give it to. Just got it out in time. Judd tracking it down. Wiggins over it. Betts wanted it. Little handball out the back. Behind it, do for Adcock here. Can't get it to the line. Now he does.
See, they had a couple of opportunities to clear their Brisbane and they blew that. They're just not slick under pressure with their hands at the moment.
Eddie, 2 metres, Eddie.
Josh Drummond.
Thank you, mate.
Entrusted with the kick in. Blues zone. And the kick in finds Power in the pocket.
Not a lot of movement.
Merritt.
Play on. Yours.
With some space to run.
He's got to make a decision now.
Oh, Betts gives him the don't argue.
And it's not a great one.
Handball back from Leuenberger to Merritt to Black. They get out of trouble. The bounce pass, good. Patfull. He can send it long. Jonathan Brown in a good position this time. Can't take the mark. Went for the pluck from behind. Dragged down Joseph. Ball up.
It didn't come off, but it was the right kick, and Jonathan Brown can't ask for anything more than a run and jump at the footy. And you would probably back him there to mark more times than not.
Good play by Bauer, though, to put himself in a position where Brown couldn't push him out.
Houlihan to Thornton. Johnson took on Riscatelli and won. Wiggins, head strapped after coming off.
We've got a lot of space here, Carlton, to move the ball through. Brisbane don't seem to be closing down Carlton's space enough when they Carlton get the ball at half-back.
Gibbs. Russell.
Just too easy through the middle of the field. Russell taking a mark there.
Hold there.
72-36. Short pass, Simpson.
The moment you've got Drummond match up with Favola and Merritt on Cloak.
Wait for it, Coach. Only wait.
And he's playing in 5 metres from in front, Josh Drummond.
Wiggins again. Can nail a tough goal, we know that. That's what he has ahead of him.
Brisbane seem to be going very much man-on-man in this situation, which is why they're creating those hit-up leads, because man-on-man in the back line, you can actually draw your man out and create a nice lead forward. Too much space in front of the Carlton leading forward.
At least they'll take a miracle kick.
I think he's got it in him, Jason.
It's in the second row of the stand.
So from the gutter, off the AstroTurf, onto the real stuff. Still outside the boundary when he kicks. He's a miracle worker. He has 3, Eddie Betts.
Eddie Betts, that's the second goal from that pocket tonight. It's they're going to change it from the locket end to the Betts pocket after tonight.
As
Terrific.
soon as he kicked it, the hand was up. He knew off the boot it was that good.
But the reason that he gets the ball in that position is that Brisbane have decided to go one-on-one with their players. Their midfielders haven't dropped back into that hole.
Look at the celebration.
Slap back from Leuenberger, clever.
Well, they did it last week, Carlton, didn't they? A club record 82 tackles. They've backed it up. This is the style of play we're going to see from them, and it's a pretty impressive one.
Joseph, another player off the rookie list for the Blues. To wait. Gibbs. Good kick to Betts.